The name of the jam, all the way from the 254 right here, of course, our very own Karibuni Sana. Shout out to Sister Michelle. Grand Rising, hope you're doing amazing. Hope, of course, as Ramadan started, by the way, or is it supposed to start at March? I'm not sure, literally, at March, yeah. But yeah, Karibu Sana, hope you're doing great. And of course, hope your week has been fantastic. Hope you're ready for the weekend as well and for the show of today, where we shall be talking about inequality, corruption, and police brutality, literally, of course, in Africa generally. And as we talk about this, we shall be talking about what is happening in DRC Congo. Yesterday in the evening, literally, situations did escalate in DRC Congo. There's been confirmed multiple deaths of people. There's been literally confirmed, bombings and shootings that have been taking place literally in DRC Congo. And most of the people have lost their lives. We shall talk about that. But alongside, we shall talk about, of course, the US, which is exiting from the Paris climate change or the Paris climate agreement. And the focus is how is this going to hit Africa, because we know Africa has been moving along, of course, in collaboration with the United States in majority of the things. But right now, since of course Trump came into power, we've seen some of the executive orders is signed, how effective they are to Africa when it comes to Africa. And this is where we talk about our decision making and our independence, because we've been left in really critical conditions. And we've signed and gotten ourselves into deals that we're not going to be able to walk ourselves out of, because this is crazy. But along that, we shall also check and talk about, of course, what is happening also in Burkina Faso. Shout out to Ibrahim Traore, who's really, really doing amazing. The other day, I remember Keith shared a video with me of where he did purchase literally multiple buses, and this is for him to minimize the cost of public transportation. Along that, also during this particular week, he has actually imported nearly 1,000 tractors. This is, of course, for agriculture, to improve agriculture and all that. And a shout out to him, man. He's really doing amazing changes in the country. But that is our top conversation for the day. And as we talk about corruption, we shall be sharing a video coming from Al Jazeera, which is our main conversation. And this is one of our majority leaders right here who was actually had some questions to answer. And when you listen to the answers being given, they're not making sense, because the reality on the ground, Kenyans or Africans demand a change. So karibuni sana, that is our top conversation for the day. I hope you guys are ready. But of course, one more jam as I come back with the quote of the day. Let me know how you are literally feeling over there. This is Catman, still toxic lyrical. This is one of my favorite jams right now, man. I'm obsessed.
Yo, Dre.
Like I said, most of you wouldn't understand because, of course, it's Swahili, and it's literally sung in most of our deepest slang terms. But I love it. Real life talk.
Tulishapita stage ya mamood nipoa kuko na watiaji around, at least akifeel jealous una feel proud, na kata snitch unamgeuza upside down, na msumari putani follow na mount side out, shughuli zetu stekwa na clown. Napenda kwa the odd one out, spendi kwa the talk of town, madam wili chak sura ni red card foul. Situko so wako 50, pole kila msali panda, say tuko zao wako 60, waje grow but honey my seedling. As leaking ndo napenda kudu how my picking, we burn boys atuwezi kuwa last. Not fast na kanji fat kak washman, young and bad nete Eric Cartman. Screw you area you do this back to na
ban boy.
Atuwezi kuwa last. Not fast na kanji fat kak washman, young and bad nete Eric Cartman. Screw you area you do this back to tujihos na stress tunajua na sili. Tukudonjo ndo
kuwasili.
By the way, niko na ndugu anaitwa Sydney, meso andali na kufanya non-existing.
Yes, my quote of the day speaks about emotional maturity. It says, refuse to be offended when people ignore or are mean or rude to you, they are revealing themselves. They are telling you what's within themselves, not what within you. Not what's within you. Get that correctly. And how you treat those who mistreat you reveals your emotional and spiritual maturity.
She's a whole rally nigga, we are coming.
Personally believe my emotional maturity is where I don't like holding grudges personally. I really don't care, even if how much I was offended. I won't hold that shit for so long. I don't know how to hate. That is just something personally I can't even process a thought about. Claiming that I really hate someone, that's so much energy, I always say. But yes, karibuni sana. Hope you guys are ready for the show today. That is Toxic Lyrical with Catman. Anasema mwite area Catman. And of course, as we get started, before we go into the conversation, because I don't want to take much time, time is really moving super quick. I'd love to share these amazing supplements we have right here under our BHFN Sports page. We speak about your health being your wealth, so ensure you get to the Black Hot Fire Network application, which is very easy for you to find. If you're a first-time user or listener on Rumble, BitChute, on YouTube, subscribe, follow us, and kindly rush to the Google Play Store. Black Hot Fire Network is the name, and download our app. That's where you can be able to get these supplements. Sign in using your username. We have amazing show, exclusive shows sometimes that can be aired right here on YouTube or none of the platforms. So once you have the app, you'll be able to see, of course, the rest of the shows or maybe movie nights, so you can catch up with us as you get to learn some few things, because they're never just movies. We're always here to learn. So get yourself some vitamins, amino acids, proteins, beauty and nail skin, beauty hair nail skin essentials, food and beverages, and again, they're all coming at a very affordable price. We're talking about multivitamin bear gummies, vitamin D3. We're talking about green superfood, complete multivitamin, all at a very affordable price. All you can find all this under the BHFN Sports page. And along that, we also have some amazing merchandises. In case you'd love to get yourself maybe some hoodie, we have them in different colors, t-shirts, any shot glass, maybe a handbag for your lady, your side chick. We got you covered. So ensure you get yourself one with our logo. And if you'd like maybe yours printed with maybe your name, you can also communicate to us and we'll get that done and it will be delivered to you. And also you have the options of paying slowly. You don't have to pay actually immediately to get the purchase or the merchandise that you are looking for to get. You can pay slowly until you're done and then it will be delivered to you. But karibuni sana once again. As we get started, I want to start of course with this video coming from Elon Musk's father. Before we get into these other matters of what is happening in DRC, Congo, and the US, of course, moving away from the climate change agreements. Of course, we've seen what Trump has done again when it comes to the executive orders. I want to start with this video right here, where I remember Joshua Maponga talking about how we've had white people, of course, describing most of our activities as witchcraft. But it is so sad again when you see the people claiming about
that he did not
the people talking about witchcraft are the biggest performers of witchcraft itself. We're talking about blood rituals. We're talking about organ harvesting, drinking of bloods, and raping children and killing them. We know all this literally is all the white people's culture. Again, I think today we'll be doing part 6 of where the white people come from. So of course, join us tonight on the Africa Today show as we extend that conversation. We've been learning this and we trying to understand literally why do they behave how they behave. So let me share this very quickly as we get to listen to what he had to say. And personally, I believe this is him telling on himself or themselves what they really do, because African people, there's nowhere where we practice blood rituals like they do. There's nowhere where actually we practice any of these kind of rituals. Only them.
South Africa, we have another epidemic in our country by the name of Elon Musk, the father of
Elon Musk. Did you just say Elon Musk, or is it our pronunciation? Did she say Elon Musk, or it's our pronunciation? South Africans, do South Africans know English? I don't know, but anyway, did she say Elon Musk? Let me say it again. But before we move,
What do you mean? Do they know English? Of course they know English. And Asante, sound to you, Joe. But yes, we're doing part 6 tonight. That is wicked.
Karibu sana. How are you doing today? How is your Friday starting?
I'm up, trying to make it to the house. How's your Friday going?
I'm good. Can't complain. It's a beautiful weather. Ready for the day. I can't wait to see what the rest has in store. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And
I gotta get. Yeah, we got. I promised you guys lunch today. So, what you guys want? KFC?
Yep, yep. It's KFC all the time. That's me. I don't know about the rest, but me it's KFC anytime, any day. But yes, I'm sharing this video here before we get into our main conversation about corruption, inequality, and police brutality generally in Africa. This is Elon Musk's father talking about how South Africans, Uber drivers, perform rituals. But again, I'm trying to say that today, of course, I know we'll be continuing with part six of where the white people existence or where they come from, which we've been talking for the last five episodes. And if you listen keenly, because I've come to understand most of the people, when it comes even to politics or even generally people tell on themselves. If you just need to pay attention, like you just need to be
That's
careful.
right. They're
That
telling
is
themselves.
basically, yeah, that is basically what he's doing here, because there's nowhere where black people, again, like Joshua Maponga said, when it comes to our own traditions which we used to perform, and before they distracted us, before they invaded our lands, that was never witchcraft. Those were our ways of
No.
living, our spiritual ways of living. This is why
All
we had
right.
even these artifacts that they stole, where we had our ancestors coming up with different
If,
kind of
if everything's so evil, Joey, why they steal all our shit and put it in all in their all in the European museums now? And then why won't they
exactly.
give them back if the witchcraft they're bad? They wouldn't want them around. Then why would they keep them? Why would they give the
Mhm.
shit back that they stole, Joe?
They are scared of us tapping back into our power. So it's crazy. I
Exactly.
was trying to understand the delectable. I think I need to read that book to understand a lot of things.
The
The
delectable
delectable,
Negro.
yeah. And then I remember I met another video of Ayamaru talking about Nigerians eating the bushmeat, and he was telling Nigerians, "You are what you eat," and it reminded me of the white people, literally. How they eat when they were eating black people. Is it in the back of
Yeah.
their mind thought they're gonna become as powerful as
Yeah,
being?
they were trying to consume. Yeah, they were trying to, yes, Joe, but they were trying to consume our essence. See, we are gods, Joe. They know this.
Mm-hmm,
See, they know something. I told you when they know they got a great emptiness, Joe. There's a
mm-hmm,
great emptiness there because they are created. Emptiness. They're
mm-hmm.
not attached to true God. That's why they're
Yeah,
so wicked. That's why you say
yeah.
there's no humanity in them because they're not human beings. They're wicked. And that's why you see they're able to do the kind of crimes and inhumane shit they do. It doesn't affect them because there's
Mm-hmm,
nothing there. It's like a hollow meat suit. And
mm-hmm.
so, and also their time is coming to an end. That's why the chemtrail, the skies, that's why the BACINE, it's not going to stop. There's a time coming, Joe. The frequency's going to change. And
Yep.
everybody's black pineal glands are going to open. The pineal gland is the power of God, Joe. They
I, I
told
remember. I remember there's a video I was watching of this white lady. I don't know if you know her. Her name is Janet Elliott. I think Janet Elliott or something.
you.
And
Jane Elliott.
yeah, she was speaking about telling white people, no matter what you do, you're not gonna stop what is coming. Your
You're
identity is
not.
being out. The black people are gonna become the dominating people. They're gonna become superiors of they've always been.
We always have been a dominant, Joby. Always.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
This little bit of hiccup that happened because somebody decided to create these people,
yeah.
and when they weren't supposed to, not going to
Mm-hmm,
stop what's coming.
yep.
This is a black planet. This is a black universe, not a black planet. It's a black universe, Joby. There's other
Mm-hmm,
black people on other planets, Joby.
mm-hmm.
These are facts.
So
Universe is
let me.
black. Go ahead.
Mhm. Yeah, so let me share this. So, literally, the white people, it's the Elon Musk father, but let's generalize. White people telling us about what they do when we have these children disappearing, the kidnapping of women. We know what they do with the children. We know all this. We've spoken about the blood rituals and all that. This is not black people and South Africans themselves. I believe this. It's just so crazy. But let me share this.
Join the
No, we don't.
conversation.
We don't harm children,
So,
Joby. Africans in
Exactly.
the right. Africans never sacrifice children, ate children. That's them. That's called projection. They eat people. They try to call
Mhm.
black people cannibals. Why would black people have to be a cannibal, Joby? On the richest land, the most arable land in the world. They
Doesn't
never
make
were.
Doesn't make sense. You know, how, why
No,
would I be eating people while there's plenty of food, there's plenty
exactly.
of, and there's
They're the
plenty of
one.
everything you need,
They're the ones that
you
didn't
know?
have food. They're the ones that practice cannibalism. But they project that bullshit on us because that's them.
Exactly.
Good.
South Africa, we have another epidemic in our country by the name of Errol Musk, the father of Elon Musk, the father of billionaire Elon Musk. Now, Errol Musk have gone to different podcasts to accuse the black South Africans of witchcraft. Yep, you heard me. Witchcraft, particularly the Zulu taxi drivers, the black Zulu taxi drivers. He says the black Zulu taxi drivers are deep into muti. Muti meaning the African witch doctor medicines. They are deep into that they go to a certain extent of kidnapping young children and kidnapping people, cutting off their
It's a
heads
lie.
and using those heads or
Yeah,
their
Joey,
heads
it's a
as
lie.
a shrine.
Black people are docile, kind, and loving. The docility
Exactly.
is the problem. Ain't nobody run around chopping nobody's heads off. You know but that's what the cracker does. He's a liar.
It's
That's what he
them
is.
chopping,
Wicked.
them actually chopping us and feeding us to pigs, literally, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. That's what they remember. That's what they did last year. South Africa
Mm-hmm,
chopped those women up and fed them to the pigs. That's
mm-hmm,
their ass. Every time
mm-hmm.
what they say is projection. It's a lie. Because if that was happening, why are these white people still there so comfortably building their own town? If black people were doing this, there's no way you would risk building your own town in South Africa because they wipe your ass out. So you know what they
Exactly.
saying is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
For their taxis. I don't know if you're catching me. So they use the heads of those people or the skull of those people as shrine to hang in their taxis so that they can get more customers and make more money. That's what he has accused the black South Africans of using
They kill them, then put them as heads in the taxi.
Mm-hmm.
as
His
of
crack,
witchcraft.
his crack is crazy as cat shit.
Out this clip.
Did you feel any guilt at all or no?
Well, I do. I mean, not guilt, but I mean, I look back and I think, I was very sad when I saw the police going through the pockets of these deceased men and taking out their little notes and things. And I felt, well, these were people, it was terrible. And so I wasn't proud of it, but what could I do? It was me or them, my daughter's head would be hanging from a taxi at this moment, dangling from a taxi if I'd let them get their way. My 6-year-old daughter's head would be dangling from a taxi. So, mirror, No. So, because they eat them and they use the children as medicine, What do you call it? Medicine.
Wait. They actually eat children and use their body parts as medicine?
Yes.
It's not us. This is them. This is so them. Why do they keep black children? Why? Why is it that they,
Yeah, that's what he's saying is a complete utter lie. But see, but this what they allowed to do. And Cracker, your time's coming to an end. Oh my God, that's what we're gonna be talking about tonight. I can't wait. Your time is coming. You're trying to chemtrail the skies and all this other crazy, trying to stop the vibrational rate from changing. It's not. The earth is getting rid of you because you're wicked. The earth is a living being. But you people thought it's just a rock in space, or you motherfuckers think it's a flat planet, all this crazy shit. You're getting wiped out. That's why your birth rate's fucked up. Has nothing to do about you're not having sex with your women, your birth rate is getting fucked up. And your leak cracker knows this, why they all this fake intermixing with black women they see. Because the black woman's mind is fucked up. The black man's mind is fucked up. Because of the poverty they've been put in. They see you as some savior and they're giving away their genetic code and keeping you bastards alive. But time is going to come when God's going to say, nah, not even that's going to work. Get rid of you bastards. You're not supposed to be here. You're wicked, you're evil, you're lying. Ain't nothing. They can become that they can't. They were created wicked. This is their nature. He knows what the fuck he's saying is a lie, but he has no problem saying this crazy shit. I was worried about my daughter's head being in a taxi as a bone. What?
as if any black person literally killed or even attempted.
Black,
Never let
black
them
people,
killed.
Joby, are scared of dead bodies, Joby. They want to. I try to get black people to go to the cemetery. They say, let's go to the cemetery. I'm gonna show you guys how you look outside the body. Stick your digital camera. I'm not going to no cemetery. Black people are scared of dead people, Joby.
Mm-hmm.
They're too scary. Go ahead.
Crazy.
They take the body parts and then they. Well, we know this. I mean, it's not me. I mean, I won't say everybody. Maybe things improving, but that's it's called muti, muti. Then they make muti out of the people's bodies, and then they believe that if you have this muti thing, you'll have good luck and all that sort of stuff. It's not new. I think it's been in human existence among groups of people for a long time. That type of thing, I mean, we're not talking about Oxford University professors here,
Yeah, I actually looked it up as you're talking. Yeah, the muti murder.
Moron, man. This is not what we describe a moron. This is why I'll allow the term moron to apply, because this is such a moron. Again, like you said, projection of your own actions to the people who again live righteously, do nothing wrong. So you are projecting your own evilness to us, so we can continue to be as backward people, as evil people.
Exactly.
And the same thing they did, and they ensured Nollywood It's crazy, man. We didn't understand what Nollywood was promoting. We loved the Nigerian movies until right now. I look at it, I'm like, God damn, these people really destroyed the image of Africans.
Exactly. I told you that. Why wouldn't they make an uplifting story? That motherfucker skin bleaching, doing dumb shit because they don't control that shit.
Because that's the same Nollywood that actually projected the same bullshit he's talking about. And it has so many people now in Africa spending lots of money trying to find the right witch doctor to help them have the good luck. I take your picture to someone, I believe they have supernatural powers of making you evil, so I'm going to destroy your life so you can't move forward. It has people so damn confused right now.
That's the ignorance. That's the hootie. It's told you no such thing as luck. Luck does not exist. It's cause and effects in the cause you put out this effect you're gonna get back. See, but the African now is dumbed down. He's going through a sleep period. He's an idiot now. Now African is a moron. And there's an awakening period happening.
It's crazy, but if any black person is believing any kind of that bullshit, whatever he's saying, because understanding that also majority of the Africans' mindset and the way they are carried away by Elon Musk is the richest, Elon Musk and all that, and now the dad.
He's not even the richest shit. The shit Elon Musk is a front man, a phony, and this daddy got they got their wealth because they got stolen emerald mines in South Africa, stealing our resources. Everything white people got, they stole from black people. The money is from black people. Elon Musk's wealth is fake, guys. It's fake. Don't let anybody tell you he's not the richest man in the world at all. See, you know the richest people in the fucking world are. You already know it. Who owns these banks and print this money? That's all fake. I told you, Bill Gates is the richest man. Yeah? Then you go back and say, okay, he was by the Rockefellers. Yeah. So when you hear this fake shit about these crackers being the richest people in the world, they know it's a lie. It's fake. Exactly. It's phony.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Paid front people.
Man. Yeah, exactly. Paid front people.
Make us live in this fantasy, of you can it's all
go back and check his wealth. His wealth is worse than Bill Gates. At least these Bill Gates, they gave him wealth. Elon Musk's wealth is fake. Ain't nobody buying them Tesla garbage cars. We did a show in the stock market. His money is based on the market. His shit is everything he got is in the garbage. So how's he worth $500 billion? Because it's a lie.
Magic. It's all magic,
Yeah.
I think there's something I was watching yesterday. Then I remember us discussing. The lady we were discussing some time back how she was a nobody and now she has offshores. So much money in her account.
Oh, and yeah. I was talking about that damn immigrant from Somalia. Everybody
Yeah,
gonna lock all you bastards up. What's her name? Ilhan Omar came in with goddamn $35. Now she's worth $85 million with no business. Because they've been using American tax dollars to steal. They've been stealing like a motherfucker. Shit crazy.
that's what made me, what actually understood from that, from a certain video I was watching. I was like, now this really makes sense. They always pick up people from just nowhere, who are going to be, of course, bootlickers of the,
Exactly. Of the
of their
power. Yeah.
exactly. You just follow everything. Just some crazy ass person who doesn't even, you just follow in orders. So uneducated, probably no zero, nothing, zero
So
skills
you,
of nothing.
yeah, but they have no integrity. They get the ones that's going to be with it because they don't want to be in poverty. It had more coming from poor ass Somali. She's poor. She's marrying her own brother and fucked up in the head. All this other shit. We're gonna make you rich. We're gonna put you in America. Remember, you was a poor fucked up motherfucker in Africa. We're gonna put you in America. We're gonna make you a congresswoman in America. I'm gonna be a congresswoman in America. Yeah, but you do what the fuck you told to do. Yeah, of course I will. Of course, Daddy.
It's crazy. But as we get into the conversation of inequality, corruption, and police brutality in Africa, this is a video coming from Al Jazeera, currently trending. And I was watching this yesterday with Mark and some few friends before I started this show. And I want to share it literally. We have one of the majority of the leaders
Yeah,
who's,
I knew you had somebody in there while you was jamming last night.
yeah, actually, it was, I had a lady friend who was coming to see
Oh,
me. So she surprised
wow,
me.
okay.
All
Wow,
that.
who the hell was that? Usually you don't got no lady friend.
Kids gotta get used to me now trying to make friends. Come on.
All right, all right.
You just
I don't know.
get it fast.
You got trust issues, Joby. So I don't know. Shit, go ahead.
I do no cap, no do. I do have trust issues every time. You gotta have trust issues. Knowing who you are, you gotta have trust issues. But I was watching this video with Mark before I started the show, and a
All
few
right.
friends of ours, trying to look at, of course, what the lies being told by the person being interviewed here. And I love the way the interviewer was coming really very strict with the question, talking about, of course, the promises that were made, the manifestos that Ruto sold to us, but none of them have been fulfilled. I remember 2 weeks ago, I did speak about literally him right now being attaining 2 years and a half in the office. And if you look at majority of the things he has actually done, is more of the killings is what we report in Kenya. Kidnappings are still actually going on. We've seen, of course, even a church leader being kidnapped. Before he goes to places, if there's anyone he doesn't agree with, they all disappear. We've seen, of course, lack of job opportunities as well, which has led to actually more closing of job or of many businesses. We saw towards the end of 2024, so many businesses were shut down because the economy has been literally doing super bad in Kenya. And so many things.
Also was dangerous. He let these damn Sudanese, these rebel groups come set up a shadow government in Kenya. Guys, this is dangerous. This causes
Yep.
warfare.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We've also seen, of course, him, of course, trying to make us become enemy of our fellow African people, the Haitians. Sudan themselves, they, remember, we also had our accounts hacked some time back at the beginning of his term. DRC Congo, we see him collaborating with Skady and the rest of the puppets to do what the US does best, because that's what he said. Anything US supports, Kenya supports. So basically, when you look at Ruto's regime, as much as we're not saying that the rest have not been super bad, this has been the worst. And maybe we're to expect
What's
worse,
on the
but
word?
this has been the worst. And
But
in
it's that
2027,
it's been the worst because Kenyans know too much, and now Kenyans know he's put him by the CIA. Shout out to most of the kids on TikTok. They know the CIA put him in power. I've been said that. Him and Ruru, they're supposed to be up in the Hague in prison. They're both the CIA put him in there. That's why he's allowed. All these kidnappers are going. How the hell you got all these open kidnappings, and no court is coming in Africa where they control everything and say, hey, we got to take you to the Hague. We got to put you in charge. You got open kidnapping going on. It's so corrupt. It's crazy because
it
he's
is.
put by the CIA. He doing that. Everybody said, we do everything America does. Of course, America put him in power. They put his ass in power.
Mm-hmm.
Good,
That is so
good,
true.
Joe.
So video is quite a little bit long, as we get to save time as we move on.
Kenyans are angry at their president. Last year, thousands of young Kenyans hit the streets in protest at the rising cost of living and a controversial finance bill put forward by President William Ruto. The government's response? A violent crackdown that left dozens dead and sent shockwaves throughout the country. And while the president ultimately backtracked and withdrew the bill,
I have this to say to Kenyans. I have heard you, and I have heard you clearly.
many claim that his government continues to stifle dissent and is behind a spate of abductions that have targeted Ruto's critics. My guest tonight is Kimani Ichung'wah, Majority Leader of the Kenyan National Assembly. He's been in Parliament for more than a decade, is a close ally of President Ruto, and has been a staunch defender of the president's policies. I'm Mehdi Hassan, and tonight I'll go head-to-head with Kimani Ichung'wah. I'll challenge him on his government's brutal crackdown on protesters, on rampant corruption, and on whether President Ruto is really the leader Kenyans want. I'll also be joined by three experts: Owino Okech, Professor of Feminist and Security Studies at University of London, SOAS; Irungu Houghton, Executive Director of Amnesty International Kenya; and Moses Langat, Kenyan community leader in the diaspora based in the UK.
Remember, Amnesty International is what white people use to weaponize their fake, inhumane. We talking about the humanity in your country. Amnesty International is fucking fake. White people weaponizing when real good leaders like Ibn Touray, they use the Amnesty Magic. Oh, Ibn Touray's got inhumane treatment going on in Burkina Faso, which is a lie. So these are their fake organizations. That's why black people, you can't trust none of their fake organizations. They benefit them, their lies. Because we don't have nothing to do with you crackers and your organization. They're invalid in Africa. Your NGOs are invalid in Africa. Go ahead, Joe.
That's true. Shout out to John Mosquito. He says Ruto must go. Ruto must go.
Kimani Ichung'wah, thank you so much for joining me here on Head to Head. You are the majority leader in the Kenyan National Assembly. You are a close ally and supporter of President William Ruto, who is super unpopular right now because he and you and your party haven't...
He's very popular. Let me correct him. Very popular. I mean, how do you expect him to be unpopular while he's the one amongst the top corrupt leaders globally?
The problem is nobody want him there. He's unpopular, don't like him. So, and watch this black guy goes, that's not true. They love him in Kenya. Wants to make us some fake ass lie.
Of course, that it sounds like Kagame. The people love me. The people want me to be there. It sounds like the people have chosen me, and then boom, 90% of the votes goes to you.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody, 99% as a matter of fact, not 99%.
Exactly. That's so comical. Kagame's so corrupt, so comical. It's 99%. Everybody knows about. You can't even make that how despotic you are. At least say say 60%. Yeah, 60% of the country wants it. That'd be normal. Or 55. This moron said 95%, which is statistically impossible, Joe, in a democracy.
Welcome to Africa. And then you're telling me that's a country I'm supposed to leave $20 on the ground? Come on. No way, that's a joke.
Pivot for the people of Kenya. Your 2022 election manifesto made 281 promises. Can you tell our audience tonight how many of those have been fulfilled over the last 2.5 years?
True, as you say. The perception out there is that the administration is quite unpopular. Nothing.
You see, that's the perception. That's what it is.
2 years.
Yeah. See, a lot of niggas say that's the perception. It's not a perception when when everybody in the country is demonstrating against you. That's not a perception. That's reality. See how despicable this nigga is? That's the perception. Not a perception. That's the reality. Go ahead.
Mangu is a big supporter of Ruto.
Of course.
An administration that came into office in the backdrop of a very dilapidated economy. We have many promises,
so he said Uhuru was all fucked up. We got power, but the Uhuru being all fucked up. But wasn't Ruto part of that government then? What are you talking about? He was in that government for 10 years. So is he still responsible? Yeah, you know, the country was all fucked up when we got it. Uhuru fucked it up.
Crazy.
But I can assure you that will change in due course. The implementation of a manifesto is page by page, chapter after chapter.
But you haven't implemented it. That's the problem.
It is being implemented.
How many of the 281 promises have been
implemented? I'll not give you a straight answer of 2 or 10 or 200, but I'll tell you.
You're the first politician.
You can't tell me none.
I'll give you a straight answer, just bluntly.
Exactly.
I can give you an answer. I've got the answer. It's 14 out of 281 promises. That means 95% of your promises have not been met 2.5 years in.
That is your number, Mehdi, not my number.
It's not my number. It's the number of Mizalendo, a non-partisan parliamentary monitoring organization in Kenya that tracks all parties. They're saying 14 out of 281. I mean, we can run through some of them. President Ruto said he would give free internet and phone calls to Kenyans. He hasn't. He said he would start an inquiry into cronyism. He has not. He said he would ratify the International Convention Against Enforced Disappearances. He has not. I could go on and on. Kenyans are frustrated because they were lied to.
We're not going to have any more extrajudicial killings, and that is exactly what has even worsened.
Exactly what he's doing. Exactly.
It has even worsened. We have young youths being found who disappeared last year, floating on rivers, children floating on rivers, women. We were walking literally with fear because of lack of security and protection in our country. It's crazy, man.
In the election campaign.
Well, Mehdi, as I told you, that is the perspective of Mzalendo.
Perspective.
Has he ratified the International Convention against enforced disappearances?
Ratified very many.
Has he ratified the International Convention against enforced? He said he would do it straight as he comes to power. It's been 2.5 years. He could do it with a stroke of his pen. Why has he not done it?
He is yet to ratify, but it is work in progress.
How long is it supposed to take?
Work in progress. All I gotta do is sign it. There's no work in progress. It's how corrupt these niggas are in Africa. This shit is like, it's just the laughing stock of the world's African leader. This motherfucker's a clown. And this is crazy. But your people are woken up. This every African country, this foolishness. These retarded niggas who are just so corrupt with just don't nothing operate right. And your people are getting sick of you. And you got to even Torre out there as a juxtaposition. They're not going to tolerate you niggas no more. It's coming. You're going to get hurt. Go ahead, Joe.
Many things had timelines on.
He said timeline?
He said he would do. Timeline. He said he would do a public inquiry into cronyism within 30 days. Has he done it?
Public inquiry?
Yeah, a public inquiry to establish the extent of cronyism and state capture and make recommendations. Page 61 of your manifesto. Has he done it? It's been more than 30 days. It's been 2.5 years.
I'll tell you, Mehdi, if you read the NADCO report, there are recommendations on what is to be done on state cronyism, on state capture, on extrajudicial killings. That is captured in the NADCO report.
But you haven't done what the manifesto called for on multiple things. And look, you know, and you admitted, to be fair, that people are unhappy. There's a perception of the government that's unpopular. Kenyans have been most upset about the cost of living. Yep. And yet, when thousands of young Kenyans took to the streets in protest of your government last year, the finance bill, your government opened fire on them, killed them, forcibly abducted and disappeared them. How do you justify such a violent crackdown on your own citizens in a democracy?
First, let me say
and
this.
I remember us being on the street receiving messages exactly at around 3 to 4 p.m. Exactly at 5, any Kenyan found on the street shall be killed because this has been declared as a threat. What did it call? He called it a coup. Oh, yeah, I remember. He called it a coup.
Mehdi, as you said, because you never allowed me to answer the question on the promises kept, I told you the manifesto is being implemented chapter after chapter, right from housing to the cost of living that you're speaking about?
All these people have been doing is increasing taxes. Right now, majority of the Kenyans, as we speak today and right now in this hour, we have many women probably were supposed to be giving birth, women who are in critical conditions, not just women, men, children. But the card, the newly introduced healthcare card is not working for these people. I shared a video yesterday of one of the SHA cabinet, I don't know, whoever minister who was talking bullshit. And Ruto says he pays 50,000 every month for every Kenyan to be. What? Nothing is working. Kenyans are unhappy. We want you to step down. I don't understand why he has to finish a whole term. He's not supposed to be even a one-term president.
Step down. Are you crazy? Because the white people put him there. Step down. Bruto's going to be tough. They're going to start to install him another 5 years after this 5 years is over, Joe. Step down. Are you crazy?
It's going to be bad.
I know.
We were just discussing this with the Waton just right now, talking about the 2027 election. It's gonna be bad. Kenyans are not gonna accept this. I've told you.
I know. That's what I told you. They're not gonna be able to install him again another 5 years. The country is too awakened now. Exactly. So it's gonna be death in the street. They're not gonna allow them to steal this election for his ass. He's corrupt and brutal. They're not gonna tolerate it.
And then it's very again, we've seen, of course, they want to choose another, of course, the IEBC chairman, that is the election, chairman who's supposed to be standing for this coming election. So they're going to pick someone who's going to work in their favor. But we as Kenyans, we say,
of course, but you're not stupid. You know, exactly.
We've been watching all these schemes and games you've been running for years, from 2007, making people disappear. When it comes to the day of counting election, they had an affair with their wife, now they are dead, and the thumb is missing. The wife cut the thumb. Like, come on.
Because, of course, you cannot judge what was to be done in 5 years. In a short 2 years.
Well, some of them you said you would do in 30 days and you haven't. But just deal with the violence. How do you justify what happened last summer in Kenya?
Now I'm coming to that. You said the cost of living. I can tell you what we've done with the cost of living, from the subsidizing of production rather than subsidizing consumption, as we promised in our campaigns. You remember the first demonstrations after the elections in 2023 were about the cost of living.
Which also were greeted with violence from the state.
Unfortunately, all demonstrations end up with deaths, which is a very unfortunate incident.
Why do they have to end up with deaths? It's a peaceful demonstration. Nobody is armed. Nobody is armed and no one is a threat to you. All these people are demanding for what you promise for you to deliver. But no, until you want to kill people, you want to put bullets on people so that people can back off and be scared of Ruto's regime so that we won't speak. That time is gone. We're no longer in that time. Damn, that's a strong wind. Damn. That's a strong wind.
And it is not true that people demonstrate and you open fire. It is just the nature of what happens with our demonstrations, that they turn violent, and the police have to intervene. Let me say that at this point, it's not just unfortunate. We all regret the loss of life during the 2022 demonstrations and even the demonstrations of June last year. Unfortunate that lives had to be lost, but it was not that.
Lives had to be lost. So you mean it is okay for police to open fire? What you mean is that this is just so crazy, man.
I was opened on young.
You're not supposed to be using live. You're not supposed to be using live bullets in a protest, or that's crimes against humanity. That's right there is punishable by locking your black ass up. So you know that. Well, it's unfortunate how lives had to be live. Who authorized live bullets? That's a crime.
Lost. No, lives were taken. Right? People were shot in the head.
No life ought to have been lost, and nobody can justify the loss of life anywhere in the world out of demonstrations.
According to a Reuters investigation, 19-year-old Charles Owino went to a protest, was killed with a gunshot to the head. The police recorded his death as a road accident. 21-year-old Shaquille Obienge, he died the same day as Owino, also shot in the neck. Police recorded his death as a road accident.
As a road accident.
So why is the Kenyan police covering them up?
So corrupt.
We have a very robust constitution in the country. the best constitution in sub-Saharan Africa.
Wow.
This constitution has very good and clear safeguards.
We have the best constitution. It's our, this how a despotic government works. Since we have a very robust constitution, the best in sub-Saharan Africa. It don't make a difference on the paper. You don't follow none of that shit. You shoot people in the head and then throw them in ditches, which is illegal, but you're doing it. So stand on your fake constitution, moron.
They don't follow the constitution. The constitution allows us to practice the right of speech. We have the right to demonstrate.
Yeah, the right to protest, exactly.
Yeah.
So why am I getting shot in the head and you tell me it's a road accident?
For your actions, including the police. You've mentioned 2 or 3 people. I think from IPOA's records, the Independent Police Oversight Authority, from their records, they have recorded about 60 deaths from last year's demonstrations. And there are some, I think about 30-something that are still under investigation. They have dismissed some after close the files after investigation. Therefore, I can assure you, the police may even somebody within the police force may desire.
Can you tell our audience tonight how many
the country will not allow you to cover
say that
up.
this is great rhetoric. How many police officers in Kenya have been prosecuted for their role in the violence?
None.
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 Tell us how many.
I'll tell you.
I remember Shumani telling me that the one who shot the first protester we had shot, and the police was seen. Literally, this guy was. What was it? There's something he was told. I'm gonna confirm which money just in a few, but he's walking scot-free. And they said he was not on duty that day. But the cameras show, like there's evidence of cameras on the street. It is you who shot this person. But no, our people are saying this police officer, as a matter of fact, he was on a leave that day. Oh, because they allowed these people to come with civilians to shoot us, acting like they're part of the demonstration.
From the last year's demonstrations, 3 are already in court.
3 police officers are being prosecuted.
3 are being prosecuted.
Are being prosecuted, but none have been prosecuted.
Another 34 cases. Before you prosecute somebody, you have got to investigate.
So
you have to.
This is what Human Rights Watch said last year. Bodies of people showing signs of torture continue to turn up in rivers, forests, quarries, mortuaries. The authorities have yet to investigate or prosecute anyone for these crimes. Kenya has a history of police brutality and lack of accountability for serious abuse.
So
we've seen this, of course, even with the neighboring countries now. Even we've seen, of course, Uganda using Kenya to abduct their own opposition leader. We've seen, of course, Tanzania the same, abducting their own people. In Kenya, using our Kenyan system to abduct their own people who are against their doings. It's crazy.
Human Rights Watch.
You want to believe what Human Rights Watch said, not what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Human Rights Watch also lies.
Because
I'm going to believe a human rights group over a politician who started by saying, I won't give you straight answers.
It is their take, Mehdi. It is their take. And I didn't come here to give their take. I came here to give my take and the perspective.
So they're wrong, you think? The police officers are being held to account?
They are wrong because the police officers must be held to account.
But they haven't been.
And that is why we have institutions that we hold them to account.
So what you said today about the deaths sounded good. You said it's regrettable, there should be no loss of life. That's what you say here. What you say in Kenya is a little bit different. This is what you said in December about the abductions of young people. You said that they're a way for people to basically con the system. You said these people, quote, they're not really abducted, you said, quote, they're locking themselves in Airbnbs with their girlfriends and hiding.
You're crazy as cat shit.
All these abductions, Kenyan
That's how crazy this motherfucker
is. Seeing children, bodies turning up in rivers. That's people pretending, hiding with their girlfriends in an Airbnb. Do you understand how offensive
crazy you sound?
Mehdi, I was speaking in Bungoma County, and the context was the clamor for, there was the misconception that every other abduction in the country.
And that's why these kind of niggas have got to get a bullet in the head. Somebody like this in government is dangerous. This is how bad Africa's become. He's supposed to get a bullet in the head. This motherfucker is a criminal. And he's a psychopath. He said these people turn up dead. He said it's outrageous. They're locking themselves in the Airbnb with their girl. What are you talking? That's what they would tell because they knew their population was still stupid as fuck. You ever got the memo? Your population are not dumb anymore. You saying absolutely asinine shit like that
I don't know why.
is assaulting. Is insulting.
Well,
Go ahead, Joe. Shit is crazy.
mhm. Each of them were talking shit. I remember during the demonstration, saying over, we just yapping through the phone, through the social media. They've just been talking crazy, literally. You know,
Yeah, this is
even
the same kind of attitude. He's the same kind of nigga. It's about, you know who I am. You pay you. You know who I am. You know, he's the same kind of mindset that Nigerian dude came. The guy brought me. You know who I am. We don't give a fuck who you are. You work for me, moron. And I'm not gonna stand no more abduction. Hell, you talking about? You know who I am. You're a government official. Means you work for me, stupid. Yeah, I know you are. You work for me. You don't get to abduct me. Now your people starting to know this. That's gonna be a danger to you, morons. They're talking about they locking themselves in their Airbnb with their
What I
girlfriend.
said is that we have laws in the country that people who are construed to have broken the law in terms of the
You have laws on me.
Act.
How you got abductions then? If you got laws, everybody's getting abducted. Sound crazy as cat shit.
If they are found culpable, the DCI or the police should and must arrest them and take them before courts of law, because that is what they deserve. And the police and security agencies have no business abducting anybody, and nobody should be abducted.
But they are abducting people.
By security agencies.
But they are abducting.
Allow me to make my point, because you asked me a question. And it is in that context then that I said, and again, it is not all cases, Mehdi, that were out of abductions or what was construed to be abductions. And let me tell you, there were cases where people, somebody was
Did I pause or did Joby pause? Joby frozen? That's my damn phone. Oh, that was Joby. I thought it was me. Since Joby comes back, I don't know if the lights went off. Some over there, what? Some on the phone said the radio station's playing. Can you guys hear me? Let me know whether you guys can hear me or not. If anybody's still here. In here. Joby to come back. She back.
back. Sorry.
She back. She back. I thought Ruth abducted her. She back.
Yeah, I don't know. I've said personally, I feel, and I've already told you guys what's up, so don't be shocked.
That are open and shut, police, intelligence services abducting kids. You accept that happens in your country? Your government and your intelligence services have abducted innocent people. You accept that?
It has been claimed. Those are matters.
Not claimed. It's happened.
It has.
It is happening. What do you mean it has been claimed? People are getting abducted on a goddamn broad daylight.
This is how corrupt he is. This is not a government. This is a regime. It's corrupt. It's not a democracy. This is how bad it is in Kenya right now. This government is not a government. It's not a government. It doesn't have consent to rule by the people. That's why them trying to steal the next election, it's going to be violent, because this government here is illegitimate. The shit he's saying is so preposterous that it's crazy. Things he's saying is so preposterous, borderline retarded. It's crazy because he's so corrupt, so criminal.
It is crazy. It is so crazy. But I'll share the rest of the video on WhatsApp for those who'd love to continue. It should make you actually more mad as you listen to him, because
Of course he's lying, but it's so over the top. He's so comfortable in the lie, Joe. He's so corrupt that he's so comfortable in the lie. Yeah, we have abduction. Just
blaming abductions. It's not like they're happening. What is me walking, being forced into a car by unidentified people with a gun? Why do they? Only people have access of guns here at the police officers. Gun licensing, not everyone can actually afford gun licensing, So you can't tell me I have a group of 10 licensed group of people who just saw Joby is a threat. Now they come and kidnap me. For what reason? For what reason? I saw someone being abducted in front of my very own eyes last year when I was going to get dinner, and we were all shook. Outside the studio, just a few minutes, literally, we saw a video just outside to the studio. Someone got abducted here. We're like, what do you mean? People being forced into the car, being beaten. A lady just talked about the medical healthcare. She's abducted in the hospital.
This shit is his abductions are so blatant, so criminal. He can't see, and he's got to continue because if he goes against his master now, he's going straight to the Hague. He knows that. He goes, if anybody white, he's going straight. This is already jail cell with Rudo's name on it. He crossed any of these crackers, he's going straight to jail. Nowhere to go. He stolen money, he stole it. That's all in European bank accounts. You won't get none of that. They freeze your account. You don't do with none of this. He knows he's going to be in an orange prison suit up there in the Netherlands at The Hague for the rest of his life. He's going to prison. So he's going to continue to abduct people and try to steal the next election because that's why I think that Kenyans are still in Haiti without no money, and ain't nobody paying for it. Because Rudo knows he don't do it. Nigga, we're gonna put you in The Hague. Guess where you're going? Mm-hmm. You know these crimes. He'll allow you to stay long. You keep doing our bidding, nigga. As soon as you go against it, you're going to The Hague.
That's true. That is so true. It's so crazy. But as we get closer to winding up, still as we talk about police brutality, corruption, inequality, the same thing is happening in DRC Congo, of course, but the situation is actually escalating. Yesterday in the evening, I was looking at some videos of the bombings, the shooting of innocent people, and it is just super crazy. We've just seen blood on the streets, youths being carried by fellow youths, rushed in the hospital. There's been a bomb that actually has killed multiple people. So it's crazy to see after the UN, of course, claimed ceasefire. We saw the African Union leaders, all the African puppets, talking about how they're going to help Congo. We saw them going to Tanzania in the military summit to help Congo, but there's nothing that has been done. People are still dying. And this is why, again, I go back to saying we don't
you puppets know what's got to be done. You won't do it.
Call that shots.
You puppets, I know. You puppets know what's got to be done. You got to go to Uganda, put a bullet in Museveni's head. Then you got to go down to Rwanda, put a bullet in Kagame's head. It's got to be done. You got to you got to form your real armies, your real militaries. You got to invade Uganda and Rwanda. Are you going to do it? They don't got no real military. You can overthrow Uganda because they hate his ass. His people hate his ass. So and the dumbass Captain Crunch, dumbass moronic ass son, you go in there with a decent force, the people will join you in overthrowing his ass. And the people will join you in overthrowing Kagame ass. They will join you. Okay?
Museveni told Ugandans he doesn't understand at the age of 64, why haven't you touched a million? That is a whole president telling the city. At the age of 64, why haven't you touched a million? That is what Museveni is asking. The two of his
Touch a million what? $1 million? A million
a
fucked up
million,
feet?
a million of his currency, of his currency. That's what I was
What?
talking.
That's how you know. That's what a despot. This is how crazy despot is. Motherfucker been in prison since I was like 8 years old or some crazy shit. This despotic ass bastard here. but it's just like I showed Maria and Cento, the country's more fucked up today than it was back in the 1960s when the white man controlled it. These are facts. I showed them the facts and the numbers. The country's more fucking poor today, 2025, than it was back in 1960. Because these retarded niggas have got control of the country. He's a moron. He's an idiot. He's been kept in power by his white European masters. He is you wouldn't let this nigga be in charge of a KFC. He's a moron. He's an idiot. You think Michael don't laugh like, yeah, he's a whole president. And you Ugandans haven't had the nerve, I know most of you are stupid, but you had the damn fortitude. It's like, damn, he ain't won no election in no 50 years. All this crazy shit.
Shmani called them cowards on Monday. We're discussing the same thing. Shmani said Ugandans are cowards.
They're cowards. Most Africans are cowards. That's just a fact.
They're not doing anything, just watching someone who's been in power for all those years talking crazy to you like that. I don't understand.
Crazy. Talking crazy because he knows that you're cowards.
He also spoke about poverty. He said he doesn't understand the poverty in his country, right? That was the article. He doesn't understand the poverty in his country.
You know why he doesn't understand the poverty in his country? Because this moron has never had any job to build an economy, never owned a business, doesn't understand how economics even work. He was put there by white people. He's an idiot. And the people around him, his inner circle, are all fucking idiots. That's why they're there. The fucking morons, little shit, borderline retarded. You hear Museveni give speeches? I swear to God, this nigga's retarded. What are you talking about? But when Joby did the better shit, I don't know if people eating, uneating, can we eat? How are we eating? Are you not eating? I'm like, what? What?
It's crazy.
So, you don't know why his people are poor. You don't know why his country's poor. You've been there 50 years almost. You know why the country poor? How you don't know in 50 years why your people poor? What industries have you brought to fucking Uganda? Absolutely nothing. What are you talking about? Why they're poor? The same reason why you locked down in COVID, nigga, because you're a moron. Same why you did that COVID shit, stupid. White man told you to do it, and you did it, because you're a fucking idiot. That's why. Fuck you mean you don't know why you poor. You're poor because you're fucking retarded. That's why. That's why these white people laugh and call us have low IQs, because they know they look at these African leaders. They know you motherfuckers are dumb as shit. And that's a fact. Talking about head of the whole country. I don't know why my people are poor. They're poor because you're dumb. That's why. What industries have you brought to Uganda? Not a goddamn thing in 50 years. It ain't hard to build an economy, dummy. It ain't hard. You know your people don't have shit, so they need everything. So you start building all manufacturing based upon what your people use. That's a simple economy class, dummy. Have you ever took any economy class? Your people don't make shit in Uganda. Nothing said, hey, made in Uganda, man, you got. So To create a successful economy, I'm going to start building, manufacturing things that my people use, and then educating them to pull them out of poverty. That ain't hard. You ain't did that in 50 fucking years, idiot. So much you don't know why your people are poor. Motherfucker, are you crazy? I'm crazy. Do this for me, Joey.
Yeah.
Say, what's the value of the Ugandan shilling?
Okay, let's see. $90. That is.
Your fucking currency is worthless. Shit is cheaper than shit paper. Wipe your ass on toilet paper costs more than your goddamn currency. What is she talking about?
God damn. One Ugandan shilling is literally 0.00000.
Your music, your money is garbage, moron. You've been there 50 years, and this is the worth of your currency. It's less than shit paper.
Damn. 0.000.
Exactly. Damn. Nothing. It's worthless. You know, I don't know why my people are not millionaires. Sound like crazy kids.
It's crazy, man.
You're one of the poorest countries on the planet. You're not just one of the poorest countries in Africa. You're one of the poorest countries in the world, moron. What are you talking about? And your people, and you're right, your people are cowards. They haven't overthrown your ass, and your currency 000, whatever, Joe. I know what's fucked up. I didn't even know it was that bad. They haven't overthrown your ass. Any regular place, especially with white people, I'm telling you, any white country, nigga, you would have been overthrown, and you would have had a bullet in your head. But you lucky you are African people who are loving, kind, and that's how you know that shit that cracker would say, Elon Musk was saying is a lie. You got black people living in a country where a nigga been president for 45 years, and the currency is garbage. You supposed to have been had a revolution.
Let me see if I can find this video as we wind up. Of this lady was explaining about how black people have just normalized, and that is majority of Africans now, because
normalized poverty.
Fight for change. Black Americans are always dying on the street. You know, historically it's been there recorded out. They've been fighting for change. You know, of course, not saying no to this inequality, saying no to corruption, police brutality. But when it comes to Africa, we become, I always say that, and I've seen that literally. People are so comfortable, and because of the religion, whole bullshit, you are like, you know, it's maybe people just, we're supposed to be poor. We're supposed to just...
Nobody can be poor like an African, accept that shit. That's crazy.
You know, let me not be materialistic. It is all in heaven. So.
that religion is dangerous.
I can find it.
You're sitting on the rich, and this the paradigm. You're sitting on the richest continent on the planet, and everybody's fucking poor. What? You said you say you waiting on God and your Jesus. Your fake Jesus gave you Africa, nigga. You gotta fight for it. He gave you Africa. So God did give you the richest continent. And you like, oh well, let somebody else have it. I get.
I think black people have this may ruffle some feathers, don't give a fuck. I feel like black people revolutionized poverty and made it look so cool that people think we like it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I think that black people have made poverty look so cool that people think we fucking like it, bro. We don't like it. We're just making the best of it.
Even the trauma that come from it, niggas aspire to.
Like
niggas want to be a tough nigga. You don't realize this nigga ain't tough. This nigga just watched his daddy die and his mama on drugs, and like his life, that nigga traumatized. That nigga got PTSD. He ain't tough. He's traumatized.
So he's got post-traumatic stress syndrome. That's right. Got PTSD from being in poverty. Exactly. Who wants to? How's poverty fun? How can you sit and enjoy? It's the way I'm sitting in these cabanas. I'm forming a revolution. You got me fucked up. The first time I'm in a cabana, if I gotta come back to this bitch and somebody hit me with a flying toilet, motherfucker, I'd rather die. And I'd rather fight and die in the streets than live fucked up like this. What? Man, if I'm in Uganda all fucked up, what? Motherfucker, you got to go. I'm forming a revolution against your ass. I'm either I'm killing you, you killing me. But either way, one of us is getting the fuck out of here. I'm not living like this for those 50 and 60 years listening to you give one dumbass speech after the next. Talking about, I want Joey find that video again. We eating, are you eating, not eating, who's eating? What? Really got my sitting listening to this crazy bastard. But I'm like, listen, man, we got to get a militia going. We gonna learn to make our own weapons. We gonna learn that shit. We gotta go kill us some niggas.
A nigga could grow up in a home like this and aspire to be from the project.
It's because, unfortunately, people think that blackness is tied to poverty.
Poverty never was.
The black experience is being poor. That's why when you have others who equate poverty to being black. Oh, I don't have any privilege. I grew up poor. Why the fuck do you think because you've been broke that you know what it feels like to be black? No, you don't. You've just been poor.
Well, I think that
literally, and to the point, right, as you know, most of the people have also identified being black is I've gone through the poverty shit. I've got come on, man, that doesn't make you tough. And like she said, you know, it's just crazy, man. We need to change that mindset globally. If you have that type of mindset, change. Educate your children. They deserve better. They shouldn't settle for less. They shouldn't settle for something that's literally.
You're not supposed to settle for being poor, Joey. Fuck that. I don't want to be poor. I don't like poverty. Poverty hurts.
That's the truth. What she said is just the truth, because I've seen that men in Africa. I see that mentality every day. You try to tell someone, hey, you know, you can be. What do you mean I can? You know, I'm comfortable the way I live. I don't see anything wrong with how I live. You don't see anything.
I remember that was like Katie and Shamani were talking to those dirty ass like mechanics. They were filthy. They're making like $1 a day or some shit. Right now we're happy. We're happy being fucked up. I was like, wow, fuck that. Good luck to you, nigga.
It is crazy. But anyway, we're coming literally to the end of today's conversation. Shout out to everyone who's with us on Rumble, BitChute, on YouTube, everyone on the radio station. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show of today. Of course, catch us tonight later on the Africa Today show as we continue with the part 6 of where
do white people come from? Part 6. Exactly. Be there. Be there. All you racist ass comments I get on BitChute, I love it. I love it. You talk about your fake God, but look at how hateful and racist you are. Your hatred. I love it. That should let you know that your God is fake. Your fake Jesus. All this hate you got. But your time is coming. Time is up for you bastards. Time is up. And like, where do you come from? Don't get mad at me. Ask the question, where do you come from? See, and you know you're fucked. You're like, well, we all came from monkeys. Nah, that's a lie. You keep trying to obfuscate. Like I sent the video to Irritan, a real doctor. I know Irritan, look at that video, Joby, showing that white people are ammonia and sulfur, like I taught her. But I gave her a real doctor. I sent the video with her with the real doctor, telling her that. So they don't come from us. We're selenium based. That means we smell sweet like fruit. They smell like rotten doo-doo, sulfur, and ammonia. That's a fact. I didn't make it that way. Blame who made it. Joby. Blame Joby ass.
I didn't make nobody smelling like a dog. Hell no. That's sulfur. It's sulfur.
Sulfur and ammonia. That's a fact. I don't think so. I don't care what you think. That's a fact.
She's in denial, literally, right there. She's like, nah. I've had the smell. Just
I gave you the. I gave you the video every time. Did you watch it? Of a doctor. Go check your phone. Of a doctor. A certified doctor. Tell you the same thing every time. Check your phone. He said white people are sulfur and ammonia based. That's why they can drink milk and eat meat and all these fucked up food. That he said our biology is completely different. We're selenium based, which is true. We gotta eat superfood, alkalinity, because our bodies are damn. Look, our body is a Ferrari here, time. White people's body is an old fucked up used car. See, they eat all that fucked up shit. Our body is a Ferrari. You gotta I sent you the video every time of a doctor. I said, let me get I said every time I reply, here go a doctor, a real doctor telling you this. My slow guy.
She's in
That's
Dubai.
I know she's I got a friend married to one, right? I said, I know you smell it, nigga. I know you be smelling it, nigga, but you sleep next to you. I don't smell anything. You a goddamn liar.
You don't need ask me or go back ask Katie, man. We couldn't take a shower or we had to wake up early to take a shower before they woke up because we couldn't, man. You don't I've washed a dog before. I used to have a dog, so I know how that shit stinks. That smell nice. But anyway, family, much love. Just have a beautiful day. Thank you to everyone who has been with me on this amazing episode of today. Of course, see you guys later on the Rhythm Scoop Show and tonight on the Africa Today Show. But come back, your turn is coming back in a minute.
You smell it here, Ton. Peace.